Hey Pisces, my name is JC, also known as Tempest Trade, and this is your energy check-in. These messages may resonate if you have the Pisces Zodiac anywhere in your chart. Please use discernment when listening to these messages, since this is a collective for many different types of people. Check in with your gut, check in with your intuition. Also, it doesn't matter when this was recorded, when it is uploaded, or when you come across it, there could be a message in here for you. And lastly, if you're interested in a one-on-one private session with me for tarot, divination, energy healing, or sound healing, you can go to my Linktree, Tempest Trade, or send me a message on any of my social media. All the links will be in the description below. So let's get started. What do Pisces need to know right now? First card out is the Strength card in the upright. This card is also means or represents fortitude. So an inner strength. Sorry, just closing some things out. All right. So right now it seems like you are being asked to be strong. You might be going through a particular situation that doesn't feel right, or it might be challenging you or stressing you out, but you're being asked to just have strength, persevere, push through. Let's see what else. That one popped and flipped the Chariot. You need to move forward from something or move towards something. Move on from something. You could be pursuing a career, pursuing a project, a passion, a goal. You could be trying to accomplish something. We have the Queen of Wands in the upright and the Six of Wands in the upright, which is a good combination of cards, and the Eight of Wands in the upright on the bottom of the deck. So the Queen of Wands in the upright is a manifester, creator, a person who leans into their passions, a person who leans into their creativity, a person who creates change and innovates and grows. So this could definitely be about creativity. It could be about a career, or just something where you are passionate in or for. It could be a person too, like another person. Now the Six of Wands in the upright is victory. So whatever situation this is, you are victorious in it, or it's going to be a good outcome. Either that, or you have friends around you, family, friends, or just peers in general, or even friends on the other side, like spirit, source, ancestor, gods, goddesses, angels. Like they could be rooting for you too. Now the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck is it's quick action, quick communication. So something's going to happen fast. Either you're going to get some type of quick communication, or like something is going to happen quickly, and it's like you need to act quickly. Like, I don't want you to think, oh, you need to act fast or nothing's going to happen. It's just something's just going to happen quickly. And it's kind of like, buckle up, buttercup, and enjoy the ride. Exactly, with the Chariot, enjoy the ride. If you're trying to pursue a career, an endeavor, and let's just say it has its ups and downs, it's kind of like be strong through the ups and downs, because it's still a ride. It's a fun ride nonetheless, and you're gonna get where you're going. Things are gonna work out. So even though there's a bit of like down, just ride it. Just enjoy the ride. False memory in the reversal. I mean, false memory in the upright is exactly that. Something, a memory that is false, something that is not accurate. In the reversal, something is accurate, or like something was cleared up. Like maybe you were remembering a situation incorrectly, and then suddenly it's like having the aha moment and looking back on a situation or seeing a situation more clearly, seeing it differently. So if you are going through certain experiences and those experiences require you to have strength, it is possible, it's possible that you need to maintain the strength because your perception is going to shift. Or your perception, like your view is already shifting now, like the way you think, the way you see things, it's already shifting now. So it's like, stay strong, keep going. Oh, that fell down on the floor. So we have the Epiphany card in the upright and unexpected news in the sideways. Exactly what I was seeing with this false memory. It's like aha moment. Epiphany is the same thing. Epiphany is that aha moment, that jolt of knowing and understanding. But the card itself has like test tube beakers, experiments. So it's like having all the information or having all the tools or doing all the things that you should be doing, and then finally something clicks. With this unexpected news and the sideways, that could be what makes things click. I did say with this Eight of Wands that something's going to happen fast. Either you're going to get some type of communication, or or things around you are just going to move and happen quickly. Like something's going to happen fast. So it might be news, it might be aha moment, it might be something that happens or something you learn or something you understand, and that thing is just going to it's going to switch. It's going to make something click. Okay, because you wanted to come out. Cliffhanger in the sideways. Yeah. When you're moving forward and you're moving into a new space that maybe you haven't been before, you will have some hesitancy because you don't really know where you're going. It's the unknown. With this cliffhanger in the sideways, maybe you struggle with not knowing. Maybe you would rather know. And maybe some of you're okay with not knowing. But it's interesting because it's unexpected news also in the sideways. So maybe this is tied together. Like you're moving on from something, moving into something. But the thing that you're moving into is possibly a new version of you. Yeah, a new version of you that's creating something new. Mm. Best friend in the upright to clarify the victory. The Six of Wands. Didn't I just say, like, you could have people around you that are rooting for you, and then you could have friends on the other side that are also rooting for you. So this is kind of telling me that you either have a good support system that is enabling you to have this victorious outcome, or just the support system itself. And I keep thinking of the song from Toy Story, "You Got a Friend in Me." You got a friend in me. Congratulations. Yep. I did say something's going to happen. Fork in the road. You're going to have to make a decision. With mother and aunt in the reversal at the bottom of the deck, that's interesting. So that kind of slid a little bit. What are you trying to reveal? Ascended master in the reversal. Interesting. Okay. I did say that this Queen of Wands could be another person, and it's possible. The Queen of Wands could be you. It could be another person. If the Queen of Wands is you, what you might be moving on from maybe like mother wounds, like maternal wounds, wounds that inner wounds, inner traumas that may deal with a mother figure, an aunt, a godmother, like a parental female figure. And if it's not with someone else, then it could be inside yourself. Like maybe you are a mother, and maybe you don't feel like a good mother, for example. Now, if this is about someone else, then it could be, for example, like you're moving on from an actual connection with a female figure. And the female figure could be unstable in her own way. And that could be the reason why, like, you need to move on and create something new for yourself, something different for yourself. If you are healing inner mother wounds or inner like maternal wounds, it could also deal with like your confidence in yourself, in pursuing your goals or pursuing the life that you want to pursue. Let's say, for example, if you had a more constrictive upbringing, a more judgmental upbringing, you could have parental figures that didn't approve of the life that you wanted to live for yourself. So that could be something that you're moving away from too. Take it as it resonates. Remember, this is a collective for many different types of people. Some of you will resonate with it in one way, and some of you will resonate with it in a different way. It's interesting because when I read for an actual person, not a collective, I don't really have to go through the different angles of a reading, because I know the direction, like the one message of the reading. Because it's a collective, there's so many different ways. I find that the most interesting thing. All right, let's continue to get more information. Interesting. Holy aura in the sideways. Yeah. Your perception is changing, and what you're moving on from is the healing. Because holy aura, that's, the aura is the energy around you, the energy that you encompass. Holy is the adjective or the sense of the divine. purity, if not like purity in that type of sense, but you know, like energy, goodness. I do, with this card in the sideways, I can see how there's still a bit more healing that needs to be done. But at the very least, you have already been putting in the work, which is the reason why, like, all of these cards are very positive. It's kind of like it's up and up from here, basically. Like, you already had your dark night of the soul, you already had the, like, all of the heartbreaking moments, and now it's just, now is the lifting point in the healing, where you are becoming lighter and it's becoming easier. Ooh. Seek the horizon in the sideways. And that's interesting because the Chariot, especially when we think about Roman Greek mythology, usually the chariot in the sky is Apollo. Apollo is the sun god. And Apollo is, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering my mythology correctly, Apollo is the chariot that brings the dawn of the sun. So seek the horizon in the sideways is very much, while you're moving forward, continue to look at the dawn, the rising sun, like a new day. It is a new day. There's always a silver lining. There's always a new day. And with this card in the sideways, that could be one of your tendencies, is to not always embrace a new day, or not always see the silver lining. But I think with whatever epiphany, whatever click is going to happen, I feel like that's going to make it easier. Because like I said, you're something about your mindset, something about like the way you see things, your perception, it's going to change once that happens. Like I said, up and up from here, it's just going to get easier. Tragic poet in the upright. If this is about another person, then the other person might also be ignoring their own healing. Now, if this is about you, I think on some level yes, this is the mindset. I keep saying how something about your mindset is going to shift. This is the mindset that you're not going to heal, the mindset that you're always going to be hurt. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. If part of your inner wounding deals with maternal figures, because, for example, we are born from females. Females, if, like the female body and the mother carrying us, they are our first, like, incubation, our first presence on this planet. Through the mother is how we begin ourselves. I remember reading that through the actual mother, certain things can be passed on because you are literally being built, being like assembled within the mother's body. So if the mother's body has certain like energies, those energies will translate to the child, because everything in this existence is energy, no matter what it is. I'm energy, this is energy, you're energy. Even the recording and the internet, that's all energy too. So if your mother had a lot of stored trauma within her body, a lot of that energy was also passed to you. And the energy itself doesn't manifest in the exact same, like in the exact same troubles or the exact same thinking, but energy itself can manifest in different ways depending on what that energy is being grown from. For example, we're all energy, but we're all different. Your mother had her own issues. You have your own issues. But when you kind of look down to the core of the issues, they kind of stem from the same place. Like they have the same core, if that makes sense. They just express itself differently. So I think part of the healing is the mindset that you're always going to be hurt. You're always like you're never going to get better. Nothing is ever going to get better. And that's like a really pessimistic mindset. That's why this is talking about strength and moving forward, auras, energies, and seeking the horizon, because it's all about shifting the mindset that nothing is going to get better. And that's not true, because again, there's always a new sun, always a new dawn, always a new day. It's a cycle. Healing and living in itself is also a cycle. That's why I mentioned the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows. It's like it's okay. That is part of life. Backstab in the upright. Exactly what I said. You are afraid of always being hurt. But in this particular situation, like you're not going to be, but because this card is in the upright, that's the fear. That's the fear. That's not true, though. You're not always going to be hurt. You're not always going to be betrayed or backstabbed. Explosive impact, toil, and trouble. Yep. Your fork in the road is moving past certain things. Understanding that you have choice. You have the power of choice. You have a choice to heal. You have a choice to wallow in the sadness. You have a choice to see things a certain way, and you have a choice to change the way you see things. Just because something affects you and really, really, really hurts you or really, really changes you, it doesn't mean that it has to be permanent. That's the fork in the road. Bless you. I thought a card flipped. No. Oh, I guess this card wants to fall out. Leader in the reversal. Yep, I knew it wanted to fall out. With Boots of Speed in the reversal on the bottom of the deck. So whoever this mother figure was, if it is another person, then they're not healing, they aren't doing the work, therefore they're not really being the leader that they were called to be when they became a parent. Now, if this is about you and you are just moving, like healing through inner wounds, these are the inner wounds that stop you from being a healer. It is only through oh, this is so good. For example, think of our current politics. Think of our current world infrastructure, our political bodies. Majority of our political leaders are male leaders. When we think, I remember watching this video, and the video was describing patriarchy versus matriarchy, and how patriarchy is more man-centered, how the main focus is the man. But matriarchy, the focus is the community. The focus is, are the children safe? Is everyone supported? Like, is everyone good? Essentially, is everyone. It's the collective. And when you think about a leader, a true leader, we see it all the time in many businesses, in many, at least I see it, in the 9 to 5 businesses that I've had throughout my lifetime. I have been blessed to have amazing managers and supervisors who genuinely care about people, who genuinely care about your mental well-being, your emotional health, your physical health, like they genuinely care. And not only that, I've been blessed to have supervisors and managers and bosses and leaders who actually take additional classes to become better managers. That. Because to be a leader, it is not about you. It is about everyone. Now, when we think of matriarchy, and because matriarchy's primary concern is the collective, and patriarchy's primary concern is like the head of the household, the leader. It's a leader is only as strong as their collective. If you have if you have a collective that's in unity, everything is strong. It's a solid unit. Think of the movie Ants, for example. The exact same thing. Or like, what is it, Bug's Life? Both of those movies, same thing. The collective versus the individual seeking power and dominance. So for maternal energies that are unstable, they're not good leaders. Maternal energies that are unstable are self-focused, the same way that patriarchy is self-focused. If you are trying to build a business or create a new venture for yourself, like healing your inner, like mother wounds, inner feminine wounds, is how you step into that. If you're moving on from people around you, like this is the reason why you're moving on. Because they, especially with this reverse Boots of Speed, they're not moving, they're not healing, and they're not moving in the right direction. Hence why you need to move. Now, if this Boots of Speed is about you, you've been kind of, oh, I didn't even see that. I shifted these cards around. There's a hidden card, bodyguard. I think this indicates some type of protection. Either you need to protect yourself a little bit more, or you have a hidden protector somewhere. I hear an airplane. So this, if this is about a hidden protector, you could have someone, like I said, friends on the other side. You might have a protector on the other side that is helping you. A hidden card. And that's interesting too, because false memory is something is cleared up, or you're seeing things more clearly. Unexpected news in the sideways, with cliffhanger in the sideways. So there are definitely things hidden beneath the surface, or again, like friends on the other side, or even friends and peers or supporters just here and now in this, on planet Earth right now, that have got your back, even when you're not there, even when you don't know it, don't see it. So multiple ways to interpret that message. Of course, again, this is collective, so different people, different situations, different lives. So let's see. Dog barking. Advice from a friend. That's interesting. You might have received, especially with this false memory card and the strength, you might have received some news, some advice, something to think about. Maybe someone pointed out to you something that needs to be cleared up. But this could also represent that maybe you have received some guidance and you're not exactly following it. And it's probably time to listen to that advice, to follow that advice. One more shot. Carrot. Opportunity or windfall. It did kind of come out in the reversal, though. And with the Seek the Horizon card in the sideways, this really is giving me the feeling that moving forward is one thing. Many people can move forward, but sometimes the next step in moving forward is actually taking on new opportunities, accepting new opportunities, stepping into new adventures, new opportunities. And with this carrot, it kind of makes me think of like, I've seen it in a few different video games and a few different cartoons growing up, but when you, like, there would be a bunny, and the bunny would have like a rider, and the rider would be a mouse riding on the back of a bunny or something like that. And the mouse would have like a stick with a string, and the string would have a carrot at the end of it, and you'd hold it in front of the bunny, or you'd hold the stick so that way the carrot is in front of the bunny and the bunny could move. So this is, since it made me think about that, it's like I'm getting the feeling that like you don't really move towards something unless you have a little thing dangling in front of you. But as I was saying, there's moving forward is one thing, but then grabbing an opportunity is another. Because sometimes opportunities won't dangle carrots in front of you. They're not going to say, hey, look at me, look at me. Sometimes you're going to have to look for it, seek the horizon. I know I mentioned earlier that seek the horizon is like finding the silver lining, but when combined with opportunity, it's the message of you need to look for the opportunities. The opportunities will not always present itself so easily, so obviously. If you're trying to build a business, or if you're trying to be more sustainable on your own in some type of way, or just build something for yourself, like there's not going to be a little neon sign saying, here, your opportunity begins here. It might be something that you have to create, or something that you just have to look for, keep an eye out for, research too, because of this epiphany card with the science experiments in the news. It's like, yeah, research, look, do your research, study. Beware of great pride. Peacock. That is good, because the Queen of Wands is about manifestation, goals, creation. When you are trying to elevate and climb up to a new level, and let's just say you are overcoming healing, once you heal certain things, and let's just say you actually create something, you build yourself up, you become a queen, you become a business owner, you become a millionaire, something like that, you achieve a higher status. Don't let your pride be your downfall. Don't think that just because you achieve something that you are untouchable. Humility is what maintains your level, your status, your achievement. Humility, being able to understand that you are always learning, that you are always evolving, that life is always changing, that lessons will always be taught and learned. And as long as you can maintain that humbleness, it will be easier for you to maintain your level of status, your achievements. Because when we think about a lot of these successful people in our current world, a lot of people let success go to their head. And I feel like this doesn't just speak about the success you actually achieve, but I feel like this also talks about your pride in asking for help or looking for opportunity. Your pride in taking advice. It's all the same. It's all connected. Humility is all about knowing that you will always grow. Ooh, that's a lot. I'm not taking that. That's a lot. I don't want to take too many cards. Please make it simple and clear, even though I already know that I'm doing a lot of cards anyways. Simple and clear. Casket. What's funny is the chunk of cards that came out, I saw the casket card in that chunk, so now I know this was meant to come out, and it's in sideways. Casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Oh, this takes on a whole new meaning now. Because before, I did mention how backstabbing is what you are afraid of. Now I'm starting to see that there might be actually someone in your circle that does need to leave. It might be this person. It doesn't necessarily have to be a mother figure or an aunt figure, though it could be. Or it could be a person that thinks that they are greater than you, more knowledgeable, like the pride, like telling you what's that word? Don't patronize me. Well, someone's matronizing you. Treating you as if you are a child. Treating you as if you don't know anything, that you're not. Again, that's for some of you. Now, for other parts of you or some other collective, the end of a situation, the end of connecting to people who do not have your best interest when your back is turned. Putting an end to you allowing people to tell you false things or make you believe false things. People who hold you back. Fox in the reversal. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Look at that, business. Creating something, entrepreneur. But in the reversal, with I, also in the reversal, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Altogether, this really is giving me, and the fact that this says shrewdness. You have to use your intuition. You really need to use your third eye in order to look beneath the surface to see things more clearly. And foxes are sly, cunning creatures and often associated with the duality of trust and backstabbing. So Pisces, this very much reads like you are trying to break away from a lot of things that are holding you back so that way you can build something on your own. And from what I'm seeing, this is the path you are supposed to go down. This is your rightful path. This is who you are supposed to be. You are literally following the path and stepping into your purpose. So congratulations, Pisces. I hope this reading resonated with you. And if you would like a private one-on-one session with me, you can go to my Linktree Tempest Trade or send me a message on any of my social media. Until next time, bye.